What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Kendra 24K here. Welcome back to my channel. Excuse Lime and Berry in the background. Those are our Cherokees or parakeets, excuse me, birds. If you hear all of that chirping and noise going on, that's what that is. But anyways, welcome back to my channel. I'm glad to be here. I just got off work, had my dinner and everything. I'm settling down. But I could not wait to get here because when I tell y'all, I am ready to tell my story. So, if you have not watched my first video, I'm going to be doing a story time tonight. And I'm going to be talking about my birthday party, well, my birthday in Las Vegas in October of 2020. Now, before we begin, my segue into talking about my story time, we were just talking about the Shanquella Robinson story. Again, if you have not heard or if you've been living under a rock, Shanquella Robinson is the young lady from North Carolina who went to Cabo, Mexico on a trip with friends, 6 friends. Not even 24 hours after arriving on vacation, Shanquella was no longer alive. So, what we started off talking about was having fake friends, bad energy, just understanding in this day and time who is for you and who is not for you, and being brave enough and being self-assured enough to get away from those people, because it could inevitably cost you your life. And in Shanquella's case, it did cost her life. So now I want y'all to get a little bit into me, or get to know me, not get into me, not like that, but I want to tell my story. I'm ready to tell my story. I've been waiting to tell my story. Very few probably have heard the story, even that know me. And if they have, they probably has never heard it like this, because I've never talked about it like this. But today I'm ready to talk. So, I'm going to not use the people's names, just for the sake of not using their names. That's not necessary. I'm not here to cause drama. I still have a lot of love for these people. Actually, I don't hate them. I just had to grow up and understand that, it's just certain things that I can't do. And certain people that I, can't be around, and at least not in those type of settings. So I'm going to use different names, and I'm just going to go from my memory. I'm going to tell the story the way I feel it, the way I feel like it happened. I'm sure other people might disagree with the people that were involved, but here it is. So my birthday is October 2nd, and this was 2020. So you can imagine it's right during COVID, right kind of in the thick of it. I've always wanted to go to Las Vegas. I had never been. So, and I'm well over 21. Well, let's just put that out there. And I had, prior to that, just been going through changes, just life changes. I hadn't been anywhere. I was real humble. Let's just put it like that. And then after coming out of a thick situation, I decided to do something for myself. And I was like, you know what? I didn't plan on going with nobody. I didn't try to plan a girl's trip. I wasn't on none of that type of time. I did have a friend, had a best friend. We're going to get into that because she is going to be mentioned in the story. But I was just going to do something for myself. I'm pretty much kind of like an introverted, loner person anyway. So I told myself that I was going to go to Las Vegas. I was going to take myself. I was going to get on a plane, and I was going to go to Vegas by myself. That was my initial plan. So my best friend, and I gave her a name. Oh, Bianca. Bianca was my best friend. Bianca and I live walking distance apart. It'd probably take me about 6 or 7 minutes to walk from my front door to hers. We talked every day. We even worked together. Worked at the same job, at the same department. So, we was thick as thieves. This is my girl. This is my best friend. We worked from home at the time because it was during COVID. We all got sent home to work remotely. Bianca and I was talking. We would talk every day. It was just our norm. Hey girl, what you doing? You logged in. We talk about work. We talk about what stuff that's not as work, just everything, And so I told her my plans. Hey, I'm taking myself to Vegas. This is what I'm declaring I'm going to do. And so Bianca was like, well, shoot, girl, I'm going too. And I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? No big deal. So we got excited. We started talking about it. Yeah, we're about to have fun. We got to go to Vegas. I ain't never been. She had been before. All of this stuff. Whatever. Let's fast forward it because I don't want to take too much time. Bianca is my best friend. I was told I was her best friend, but she also has other best friends. Her and I were kind of more recent friends. The other friends that she had known them since like middle school, high school. And again, we're well over 21. We're, out of high school, grown women. So, but I would call her friends my acquaintances. They're not my friends, they're her friends, but I didn't get bad vibes. We vibed, we hung out, you know what I'm saying? They're cool. So, furthermore, getting closer to like actually, okay, now we're getting this trip on, it's a go. We're doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's put out there. So, one day Bianca's like, my other friend Haley, she wants to come. And I was like, well, shoot, hey, the more the merrier. I mean, I'm not paying for it, so I can't tell anybody, no, you can't come. And also, I'm just not that type of person. So I'm like, hey, yeah, sure, shoot, it's going to be fun. Now I have a group of friends. Now I have a girls trip. Because I don't have friends. I don't have girlfriends. So I'm just like, okay, so now this is turning into a thing. I'm getting even more excited. So that's kind of when this started to not be so, this is when it started to not be so exciting anymore. Like I said, I plan to do this myself. So Bianca's like, well, you're going to have to find the hotel. You're going to have to find the flights. Just let us know and we'll send you our money. I'm like, okay. That didn't really rub me the wrong way. It wasn't a big deal because I was going to do that anyway. Hey, I'm not paying for it again. I found the flight. I found the hotel. This is how much it's going to cost. And so, that's what that was. And then I actually saved money on the hotel because now I'm splitting it, 3 ways. So we did it. They sent me their money. We booked the hotel. We booked our flights. Vegas is a go, baby. It's time to go. All right. So, fast forward, we're day to day going on. Now I have something to look forward to. We get excited. Mind you, I, at this point in time, did not have a vehicle. I did not have a vehicle. Everywhere I went, I didn't really go out that often because it was like COVID anyway. So I didn't mind. And then shoot, I'm a Jenny from the block. So I don't mind getting on the bus. I don't mind walking, Lyft, Uber, all of that stuff. I grew up like that. So, but anyways, I didn't have a vehicle. And it's during COVID. So, and I'm working from home anyway. No big deal. But like I said, mind you, remember this, Bianca and I, like 6-7 minutes apart, walking distance. It's cool. So after we booked the hotel and we booked the room and everything like that, now it's time to get ready. Now it's time to get our outfits together. Now it's time for the fun stuff. What am I going to wear? How my hair going to look? You know what I'm saying? Sure, everybody worry about this. I'm just worried about how I'm going to look on my birthday. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to this. That's when I started noticing little weird stuff. Because if you're my best friend and you know I don't have a car, it was never, and I'm not the type of person that's going to, I don't know, I don't want to call it prideful, but if you don't invite me, if you don't offer me stuff, I feel like you obviously don't want to do it. And I don't want to ask nobody and they do it with resentment or they do it like, you know what I'm saying? That's going to make me be like, that's going to turn me off of you. So I'm like, excuse me, y'all. Just noticing things, Bianca's doing stuff, getting ready for this trip that's supposed to be a celebration of my birthday. And it's like, oh yeah, I went to this boutique this day and, I did this and I booked my nail appointment and this and that and that or whatever. And to myself, I'm just thinking like, well, you couldn't have been like, hey, I'm going to this boutique after work. We work the same schedule. We work the same job. And it's like, hey, I'm going to this boutique to find some stuff for this Vegas trip. Why, you know what I'm saying? You want to ride with me? Because I don't have a car. This is not a secret. It was none of that. When we got ready for the appointment, we both was going to the same lash girl at the time. Booked our appointments on the same day, back to back. And you know what? I had to get a ride to my lash appointment. I had to have my sister drive over a half an hour with her son and come and take me to my lash appointment. I got there. Bianca's there getting her lashes finished up. All right, girl, deuces. that's kind of like not a big deal, but it is. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a real inconvenience. We live right here. Why does my sister have to come? I just know how I would be if I was the friend with the the car, and this is my best friend. Girl, we about to go get our lashes done together. We might as well. We're gonna go get our nails done together. I'm going to this store to find some outfits. No, I had to go on the strength of online shopping, and I don't like online shopping because I'm not a small girl.